Hey guys, it's Peekabagger Wolf. We decided to start a YouTube channel. So as many of you guys probably know, Lobo and I are currently working on summiting the 100 most prominent peaks in Utah. And we get a lot of questions about what we do to prepare for hikes, what kind of things that I do for Lobo, what kind of things he needs on his hikes. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Mainly today is, first off, how we prepare for our hikes. The first is a website called listsofjohn.com. I'm not able to put any links up in a YouTube video, so I will just link it in the description to all these websites that I use. So listsofjohn.com is a great website. We'll go here to the tools and maps. There are lots of different stats that you can use on this website. The one that we're interested in, of course, is prominence. So if I go over here, I can choose what state I'm in. And then it will give me the option. So top 100 prominence is what we're looking at. So I will view the Utah map. And it gives this real awesome map of what we have done and what we haven't done. So you can see these little pins here that are darkened are peaks that we have completed. So for this winter, Lobo and I are mostly focusing on peaks out in the West Desert, just because they are a little lower in elevation. They still see some snow, but it's not a ton and they're not too bad to climb in the winter. So this next peak that we're going to be doing is called Keg Mountain. So if I go ahead and click on this, it brings up the page for Keg Mountain. And this is really nice because a lot of times people will upload their GPS files. And I can see a whole bunch of things if I click on this map. I can see that total round trip is about 3.5 miles with 1,400 feet of gain. And I can kind of see the route that he went up. So I'm thinking he went up this little ridge right here up to the top and then came down straight to his car. It's also really nice because I can look at a satellite view as well. So then what I like to use next is a website called peekbagger.com. It's pretty similar to Lists of John. It's just sometimes it has a little bit more info. You can also get to it from listsofjohn.com as well. If I click on this link here, I can get to the Keg Mountain Peekbagger page. Peekbagger also shows a bunch of GPS tracks. And I can go ahead and click on Sam's. You can see his looks pretty similar. Let's do a full screen. So it looks like he is climbing this south side as well. I think Ken's went up this ridge right here and then came down. And so really on these desert peaks, there aren't trails too often. And so it's pretty much whatever way you can find up the mountain is acceptable. And then what I like to do is figure out where they started from and how to get there. So it looks like there's a little Jeep trail. So if we go to Google Maps, I'll search for Keg Mountain. So this is that Jeep trail that it shows. So if I just put a marker here, and then that gives me a couple of different options to get out there. So I will most likely be taking this one because it's less miles and it's about the same time. Another really good website that I use is from this guy named Eric Wilhite. And he used to live in Utah, but I believe he lives in the Seattle, Tacoma area now. But his website has a lot of good information on it as well. So let's go to the Utah Hiking Guide. And since we're interested in the prominent peaks, he has a list of the 2,000 foot plus prominent peaks. And you can see he's done a lot of these peaks that Lobo and I are interested in. So that's why I use his website as a good source for information. So let's come down here. So Keg Mountain is number 68 on the list. And you can see he has a lot of good pictures about the area. And then you can see he has what route he used to get out there, and then the route he used to get up on top as well. And then he also has a map. So it looks like he went up the same way. So this south ridge right here. So that's basically our process that we use to plan our hikes. And so for our next few videos, I'll do a lot more on like what gear we use and what things I bring for Lobo. All right, well, if anybody else has any other questions, just feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to reply. If you have any other good websites that you guys use, I would love to hear about them as well. And then be sure to subscribe if you want to keep seeing videos about gear, and then I'll try and make some videos when we actually do the hikes as well, so that you can see some of the terrain that we hike through. So, all right, thanks for watching.